What's up, guys? Welcome to my replay viewers. Thank you guys so much for jumping in, checking out my broadcast. Sorry I missed you live, but so glad you guys took some time to check it out. What is up to my live crew this morning? Great to see you all this morning. So glad to have you here. I appreciate you guys coming in to hang out with me on this Wednesday morning. Cheers, and good morning to you, Sherry. I can speak. Lord, I declare it. Help the words come out of my mouth the way they're supposed to come out today. Cheers, and good morning to you, Sherry Capola. Appreciate you coming in, buddy. Jackie, good morning to you. I hope your morning is sunny and your day is nice and whatever's in your cup is delicious and you're ready to get about today. Victoria, good morning to you. Brian and Adam, it's nice to see you. Appreciate you coming in. Alexis, good morning to you as well on YouTube. Appreciate you being here. Y'all are amazing. We're going to talk about money today. Everybody put money in the chat stream. Good morning. Let's make me some money today. I'm going to talk about 4 legitimate, not just, creative, hypothetical ways. I'm going to talk about 4 legitimate ways that you can charge more for your services and actually get it today. That's my mission. My mission is to make you some more money today. I was having a conversation with one of my clients yesterday, and this is a client that recently invested in me, and we started our coaching. I had one coaching session with this person and doubled their revenue. And they have several paying clients. And there's ways to do certain things. And so I don't just tell you the things that I tell you to just because for the fun of it. I tell you things that I tell you because they work. So I'm not going to give you advice unless it actually really legitimately works. So please apply it. The key to this process is to apply it, okay? Good morning, Camille. Thanks for coming in. Cheers, and good morning to you, buddy. Thanks for being here. Guys, grab your morning beverage, grab your pen and your paper. I'm going to give you some good stuff this morning. I think this is going to be a quick broadcast. I think I'm going to have you out of here in 30 minutes or less. We'll see how much I decide to talk this morning. But I'm going to give you 4 legitimate ways to charge more for your services. Hang tight. I'll be right back with you. I really like my intro video. It makes you want to move a little bit, doesn't it? Doesn't it kind of wake you up every time I'm playing my intro video? I'm in here I'm all bouncing myself and having a nice time. Patrice, good morning to you. Guys, my name is Justin. Justin Kaplan Pro is my website.com is my website. I'm a startup business mentor. I'm a coach. I'm a branding strategist. And my mission is to help you thrive and survive in building a business and make more money doing so and have a great time. And all those things. I help startup entrepreneurs build businesses that not just get past the startup stage, but actually thrive in this market. That's what I do. I'm glad you're here. I appreciate you hanging out with me this morning. And I'm going to talk to you today about how to make some more money. I'm also an avid coffee drinker, and I love to cheers my crew when they're hanging out with me because I appreciate your time. Good morning, Tasha. I appreciate you being here. You're awesome. You are super awesome. Tasha's super awesome. Everybody say good morning to Tasha. We love you because Tasha's amazing. Just because Tasha came in at the right time this morning. Cheers and good morning to all y'all. Let's get into it. So with charging with your services, as you get into business and you're an entrepreneur and you got products and you got services, feeling like you can't raise your prices can make you feel trapped. Am I right? Can't you get yourself into a point where you can feel like you're trapped? Have you ever gotten to a point where you feel like you're stuck? And you're not really sure what to do with your prices, where to go with your prices, because even if you charge more than other people in your area or your expert of your area of expertise, you can raise your prices if you know how to offer your services in the right way. But raising your prices really boils down to communication. That's really what it boils down to. It boils down to how you communicate your services and how you present your services and the perspective that people take on what you do and how you do it. So you don't have to, I want to encourage you, first of all, as we're talking about raising prices today, it's not just about, you don't have to reinvent the wheel. You don't have to do some whole bunch of crazy add-ons. It's not going to be a whole bunch of extra work. It's simply this is a shift of your mind and a shift of the way you communicate this morning. Okay. So I'm going to give you 4 strategies, 4 ways to adjust really the way you communicate your services and how you might even view your services in general, because sometimes I see a lot of people that struggle with low prices. I'm going to call it low price syndrome. Is when they have the wrong perspective of what they do in general. It could be a lack of confidence, could just be a lack of clarity, could just be that they're new and haven't really figured out what they're actually capable of doing and gotten a big vision for that. But your mindset around this is super huge. All right. The first one I want to talk about this morning, number 1, is to price for transformation, not time. All right. Price for transformation, not time. Based upon how you communicate your service or your program, if your potential client establishes the perspective that they are paying for sessions with you, I said sessions with you. If they believe they are paying solely for sessions with you or times with you or Zooms with you or appointments with you, you are selling your time, not a transformation. How many of y'all have been stuck in the trap of trading time for money? It's very, very easy to put a cap or a plateau on your business if the only thing you're selling is your time, because there's only so much time that you can give. And so if you are stuck trading time for money, you will only ever be able to get to a certain level, because you'll never, because I found myself here before where I actually got to myself to a point and I was super frustrated because I was taking on too many clients, but my prices were too low. And then I was in a position where I had to make more money because I needed more revenue in my life to cover the things I needed to cover. And so I needed more money, but I didn't have any more time. So I couldn't take any more clients because I didn't have any more time, but I needed more money. But the only way to make more money was to sell more of my time, but I didn't have any time available. No, we do not want to be there. So if your potential client gets the perspective in their mind that what you sell are sessions or Zooms or appointments, you're selling your time, not transformation. It is supply and demand. Good morning, Jamie. Thanks for coming in, buddy. Patrice, I think I said good morning, but I'll say it again. So the thing is too, is with your time, you're like, well, Justin, I know what can and will occur in that time. That's the thing, is I know that if they spend an hour with me, I'm going to be able to do this, this, and this, and it's going to be amazing for them. And I'm just getting them to understand that is the hard part. I get that. Like, I get that. I get that an hour with you would probably change my life, but your prospective client doesn't get that. I want to point this out too. I brought this up. I don't know when this was, yesterday, or I talked about it sometime recently. But we all of us have service providers. All of us are service providers. We're providing some service to our audience, some level of transformation or help or guidance or wisdom or breakthrough for our clients, right? And so all of us, as we're building these businesses, if you've been at this for any period of time, we have marinated ourselves into this idea, into this industry of coaching, right? That we coach people, we mentor people, we guide people, we help people. And so this world of coaching, online coaching, and online business is normal to us. The average consumer does not view it as normal. Most people nowadays have never worked with a coach. And so a lot of the people that you are going to be connecting to, honestly, a lot of the people that actually really need you, may have never worked with a coach before. So they can't picture what that experience looks like. They can't imagine what an hour with you on the phone would be like. They can't imagine the outcome that you're going to be able to deliver for them, or the breakthrough that you're going to be able to deliver them. They can't picture that because they've never experienced that. All they can picture is people know what an hour of time costs, right? So even though you may know what might happen in that hour of time, your prospective client may not. And so to them, you're just giving them an hour of your time. And an hour of your time is something that most people think isn't worth more than $50 to $100 an hour. And even that's a tall order, because I mean, you ask someone what a decent hourly rate is for a reputable professional, they'll tell you $30-$40 an hour. Are you kidding me? I mean, can you scale to the six figures you want to get to quickly, making $30 an hour? That's a lot of hours. No way. But people, I mean, that's the thing. If people think that they're just paying for an hour of your time, they automatically associate it with what they view as a reasonable charge for an hour of time. And then you try to tell them that I have a 3-session program that I encourage you to do, and that program is going to be $600. And they're like, you charge $200 an hour for your time? I could hire a lawyer for that. And so they automatically equate it with that. Same goes for monthly. Because people are like, well, Justin, I sell my stuff monthly. So I do monthly programs. People have the same connotation, if not more so, with monthly than they do hourly. Because what happens with monthly? Monthly, you say this is going to be your monthly charge. They immediately think of, what is my monthly car payment? What is my monthly insurance payment? What's my mortgage payment? How much do I pay for my utilities? And so you try throwing out a monthly charge that's anything higher than their utilities combined, or their house payment, or their car payment. That's how they're relating it, right? You Sherry. Oh, Sherry, then hire that lawyer. Can he help you lose weight and see God? No, he can't. That's right. That's exactly right. This is why we're talking about this. So going here, I just want to get this out there, because listen, I'm gonna take a drink of my coffee. The hardest, the biggest challenge that we have with being in business is that we have to deal with humans. I mean, can I just be honest? Are we being honest here? Not all humans are cool. I mean, are you kidding me? I mean, not everybody is as awesome as Sherry. Not everybody is as cool and as focused and as organized as Jamie. Not everybody is just delightfully pleasant to talk to as Tasha. I mean, it doesn't happen. Some people are rotten. I mean, are you kidding me? Have you had some of them? Some people are just bad genes or bad mind or whatever. But some people are just really, really tough. And so you have to be aware that you're going to encounter some people that are going to be a bit challenging. And so establishing your perspective is very, very, very important. So going back to this transformation, all right, pricing for transformation, not for time. Look at it this way. All right. So imagine I said to you, think to yourself, which of these sounds more valuable? You reach out to me and you want to get started with building a business, but you're not even really sure to get started. All right. So what I would suggest we get started with is 3 business coaching sessions. That's going to be $600. Is that something you'd like to do? Or delete that. What if you said, Justin, I'm trying to get started. I'm trying to figure out what's a good starting point. Well, what I would recommend for where you are is my rapid results branding and marketing strategy to help you acquire paying clients fast, because I see that you're in a position of really wanting to generate some cash flow. That's $600 for that program. How does that feel to you? That sounds good, right? I'll take door number 2, please. Because why? Because you can see the outcome. Right? You can picture that. If I just tell you I'm going to sell you 3 business coaching sessions for $600, you're like, if you don't know, if you've never had an experience with me, if you don't know what happens on one of my Zoom calls, you can't picture that. Like, I'm just going to get some business coaching. But Justin, what I really need is revenue. I need increase. I need to see this business actually give me a return for all the time and energy that I put into it. So if I tell you I have a rapid results branding and marketing strategy to help you acquire paying clients fast, we're going to work together for a month, when essentially that rapid results branding and marketing strategy is just 3 sessions, right? Maybe it is just 3 sessions. It's the same 3 sessions, but I'm telling you what exactly is going to happen in those 3 sessions. Good morning, Keith. Good morning, Kat. Did I miss anybody? Good morning, all y'all. Appreciate you. Maggie, good morning to you. Thanks for the high award. Appreciate you, buddy. All right. So that's what I'm talking about. So as you communicate, make sure that how you're communicating your program and how you're communicating your services, that you're communicating that in a way where people can see get a vision for what is going to be accomplished, because they will pay more for transformation than they will simply for a block of your time. Okay, let's go to number two. Number two is to bundle two or more things that complement each other and make one offer. All right, bundle two or more things that complement each other and then make them one offer. Again, today, guys, we're talking about 4 legitimate ways to charge more for your services and actually get it. So with bundling, if you try to piecemeal your offerings, it's like an a la carte menu. Anybody ever gone to a restaurant before where they have like the primary and then they've got all the a la carte options? Like you look through that a la carte menu and everything looks good, but everything looks expensive. Like, because when you break that all out, it's like, really, like a scoop of potatoes is going to be $8. I could get this side dish. That's going to be another $7. You start adding it up. It's like, that seems, I don't know, maybe I don't need that. That's what happens, right? When you look at an a la carte menu, everything looks a little bit too expensive for what it actually is. And then what happens too is people don't like to have too many options. They don't like to make too many decisions. Right. So do I really want that extra thing, or can I do without it? Maybe I don't really need that. So if you give people all these options, you give people this humongous menu of things that they can choose from, what ends up happening is if people have too many options, the only option they're going to pick is no option. Because I found people nowadays get super overwhelmed. Y'all agree with this? Like, people just get overwhelmed with all the stuff. And just speaking from your own perspective, if you go to someone's website, or if you see someone's services options, or you're looking at what they do, if there's too much there, don't you split? I mean, I do. I'm like, you get too much going on. It's just too much. I mean, what's your specialty? Right, Matilda, too many choices paralyzes you. Don't give me too many options. It's overwhelming. So bundling is a beautiful way to not only make your services easier to digest, but it also gives the opportunity to raise your prices. Because when you bundle your services together, listen to me, when you bundle your services together, or your programs, whatever it is that you're doing together, it gives your overall product a higher perceived value. All right. And I'm going to be clear on this. Bundling does not mean just bundling multiple sessions. So you're like, well, Justin, I do a 3-session coaching package, and then I have a 6-session coaching package. So what you're telling me is I should just offer a 9-session coaching package. No, you weren't listening to the first thing that I said yesterday, right? Bundle transformations, bundle outcomes, bundle the things that people are actually wanting to experience. I want to see Jamie's comment. Jamie says, I was looking at a website yesterday and I couldn't even understand what they did because there was so much info on there, right? That's totally the way the world is going right now. I'm telling y'all, listen, I'm currently in the process of building a brand new website for myself. I've been working on it for a couple months, and I'm super excited to show you guys what I've been up to. But the primary reason why I am building myself a new website is because I'm being very sensitive and aware of just how consumers are interacting, what they're looking for, and what is making them engage and what is making them disengage. And the primary thing that I'm finding that people are disengaged from is too much information, too many steps, too many options. It's just too much. So, when I bring out my new website, you're gonna be blown away how simple it is. It's gonna be shocking. The website that I have now, I think I've had for like 3 years. It's a beautiful website, but it's just been built upon and built upon and built upon. There's a ton of information on there, and so it's gonna be streamlined, very clean, very sharp, very simple, easy to take a step forward, easy to see what I do, easy to see how you can work with me. Very directive, very clean, very sharp. That has to be the case nowadays, because that's just how people are. People get overwhelmed easier than they ever have before. They get bored easier than they ever have before. They have their attention span is as short as it's ever been, right? So you got to give it to them clear, give it to them clean, give it to them sharp, and give them a confident, clear expectation of the return that they're going to get by working with you. Very, very important. So back to our topic, number 2, bundling 2 or more things together that complement each other. Again, this is not bundling sessions. We're not charging for sessions anymore because sessions come with a connotation of what time should be worth, right? We're charging for transformation. So for example, let's say I have 3 different programs. And maybe one of them is branding fundamentals to give you the essential tools to be viewed as a hireable professional. And let's say that I would normally do that in 2 sessions because I really would. 2 sessions. So branding fundamentals, the branding fundamentals bundle to give you the essential tools that you need to be viewed as a hireable professional. That's things that are going to, your logo, your business cards, your social banners, all the things that are going to present you well. All right. The second thing, maybe that's the Rapid Results. So maybe the second program that I have is a Rapid Results branding and marketing strategy to help you acquire paying clients fast. That one is 3 sessions altogether, as I used as a reference last one. And then maybe my last one is maybe I create something cool like maybe I call it like Own It. How to think and act. How to think, act, and run your business like a boss. That would be bundle number 3. So bundle number 1 is for the startup person that's just getting started, needs their branding done, needs logo, all that kind of stuff. That's the branding fundamentals bundle. That's 2 sessions. Let's say I charge $400 for that, for example. All right. The second one, a Rapid Results branding and marketing strategy to help you acquire paying clients fast. That's 3 sessions. And I said earlier, I would maybe charge $600 for that because that's 3 sessions. So the only way I'm doing my math right now is I'm just putting $200 per session. Okay. And then that third one is Own It. How to think, act, and run your business like a boss. And I would say that one's probably also 3 sessions. I think 3 would probably cover it. So that's another $600. So I'm at $600, $1,200. I'm at $1,800. So let's say I call maybe I call that the business jumpstart bundle, and I could charge $2,500, $3,000 for that, and people will pay it. But if I say my business jumpstart package, my business jumpstart bundle is 8 sessions with me, and we're going to talk about everything branding, strategy, marketing strategy, and how to run your business. But 8 sessions with me, that's going to be $3,000. As soon as you say 8 sessions with me, and you say it's $3,000. Everyone is going to their calculator to divide 3,000 divided by 8 to see how much they're having to pay per session. It's just where your brain goes, right? So I'm not telling you how many sessions we're having. You'll find out about the sessions once we actually get into the goods of it, because the other aspect of it is that if I'm doing all that, the branding fundamentals bundle and the Rapid Results strategy and the Own It, how to run like your business like a boss, all those things, yeah, I might be having 8 sessions with you, but there are also hours and hours and hours of time that are going into work I'll be doing for you outside of those 8 sessions, but you don't see that and you don't equate for that when you're doing your math, right? So I'm telling you, if someone says to me, Justin, I really want to charge $200 an hour, that's a tall order. It's a tall order unless you've really established yourself as the first-class professional in your field, the go-to person in your industry. $200 an hour, and then you say I'm going to do 8 sessions. So 8 sessions at $200 an hour is $1,600. Okay, but I tell me what's going to happen in those 8 sessions, and if you can clearly identify for me what's going to happen in those sessions, and we can lay that out with the key pieces of what's going to happen in those 8 sessions, I'm going to tell you, don't sell it as 8 sessions. Sell it as those key things that are going to be accomplished in those 8 sessions. Market that, bundle that, and sell it for $3,000. And people will pay. I dare you to try it. I dare you to try it. It will absolutely work because people will pay more for transformation than they will for time. And what people absolutely are focused on when they're hiring a coach or a professional is they are focused on the outcome. What will be the outcome with this? What is the end result that I can expect? What is my return on investment? And if they have a confident expectation of the return, they will pay for whatever they view is valuable to them. And so if whatever you're selling, whatever your outcome is, whatever your transformation is, if they have a clear clear visual of what is going to be accomplished. They're confident in your ability to deliver for them. They can see that. And if that is something that is a pain point for them that they are trying to get past, they will pay for that service. The problem is some of y'all are trying to sell 8 sessions for $30 an hour or $50 an hour. I mean, and you're stuck at making, $400 a month. $400 per client. You get $400 or $500 for a client, and then you work with them for months. No, you can't do that forever. It's exhausting, right? It's exhausting. Let's get you past that. Okay. That was number 2. Was bundle 2 or more things together. Number 3 is, this is simple. Again, as we talk about this today, 4 legitimate ways to charge more for your services. This is really mindset and communication. I'm not reinventing any of your programs at all. Your programs are your programs. I'm not telling you to change your services. I'm not telling you to change how you present your services. I'm just telling you to change how you view your services and how you communicate your services, because how you view and how you communicate is going to establish the perspective in their mind for what the value is behind whatever it is that you're selling. So this number 3 is to learn to talk about the value. Learn to talk about the value in what you're selling. As entrepreneurs, we usually like to talk about the process. I know you're guilty because I'm guilty. Who's guilty? Put guilty in the chat stream. You like to talk about the process that you're going to take them through. This is going to be a 6-month program. We're going to have weekly Zoom calls. We're going to have daily posts. There's going to be 17 45-minute calls with me. You're going to get a 45-page workbook. We do that, don't we? I mean, y'all there? Am I the only one? Am I the only one today? Am I speaking to myself? Am I the only one that does that? Did that? Am I the only one that did that? Nobody cares. And in some cases, exactly it. Jamie just said it. Too much info up front. If they get all this stuff, it can start to feel overwhelming. The problem is, this is where the problem is. It does sound exhausting, and that's the thing. The problem is we as entrepreneurs, we know in our minds what is going to accomplish, what we're aiming to accomplish through all of that. We also know how much time and energy we put into all of that. How much time and energy I put into creating this workbook for you. It's a 17-page workbook. How much time and energy went into creating all this, structure for this group, and how much time and energy it takes to put all these posts out. They don't care about that. We're trying to justify the cost by communicating how much we're going to do or how much we have done. And we're trying to build the value by telling how much time we put into it. They don't care. What they care about is, what will I accomplish by going through this? What will this do for me? What's in it for me, right? So if you go in and you over communicate the process, it's not very juicy, right? But when you talk about the value and you talk about the possibilities, what might a prospective client achieve by going through all that with you? What's the outcome that they're going to look for? If you focus on those talking points, they're going to be less concerned with whether the calls are 45 minutes or an hour, or about the excitement of working with you, or about they're going to get less concerned with how many Zooms they have to get on or the schedule. They're going to be focused on what it's going to be like to work with you and accomplish the thing that they've been trying to accomplish for a long time. They're confident in your ability to deliver it, and they're ready to pay top dollar for that experience. They don't need all the details. So as you're communicating what you're doing, learn to talk about the value, not so much about the process. Even if someone, like for example, I was having a conversation recently with someone that was considering joining my inner circle. And I was talking to them about my focus for my inner circle and what my mission is in my inner circle. With each of my inner circle members, since the day I founded the circle, my inner circle, my focus is in 4 areas: personal, professional, spiritual, and financial growth. So with every individual that I work with, my focus is I want to help them grow personally, which is their habits, their behavior, their discipline, their focus, their routine, all the things that are crucial for them to be successful from a personal point of view. Professional is your branding, your marketing, your strategy, your pricing, your systems, your structure, your follow-up, the way you engage your audience, your content, all those things. Professional. Spirituals, I just want to challenge you with your relationship with the Lord. And then financials, I want to help you make more money. So every single person that's in my inner circle, I want to help them focus and grow on those 4 areas: personal growth, professional growth, spiritual growth, and financial growth. That's my mission. For a year, you spend in my inner circle. And we do that. And I was having this conversation. They're like, I'm in. That's exactly what I need. I need someone who can give me all of that together to help me not only build a business, but build a business that it's going to help me become a successful business owner, as well as someone who's going to ground my business in core values, but then also help me make more money and learn how to make more money, right? And so, but so someone joins my inner circle. After they join the inner circle, then I send them the outline for what to expect and how to get the most out of this. This is when our sessions will be together. This is when our group sessions are together. This is how you can get access to me every single week. This is what to expect from me on a daily basis. This is what this looks like, what that looks like, how to ask for more time, how to ask for whatever. And I lay out the whole thing after they've joined, right? It's very important to make sure that you're communicating the right stuff first. All right. So value, not process, up front. All right. The last one I want to give you, number 4. This is a quick one, but a powerful one, is charge a premium for faster, not longer. Charge a premium for faster, not longer. It's common to think that a 3-month program should be X amount of dollars, and a 6-month program should be double X amount of dollars, right? That's just how most people think. Like if my 3-month program is $1,500, then my 6-month program should be $3,000, right? We just automatically just think it should be double, all right? But if you can deliver transformation faster, which is certainly possible, depending on how good you are and how you approach your techniques, it's not less valuable to deliver in a short amount of time. It's actually more valuable to deliver in a short amount of time. I mean, and people don't leverage this one very often. And I think people don't leverage this very often. Listen, I think people don't leverage this very often because they we're so programmed to associate our time with our money. So even though you're like, Justin, I'm getting past that, I'm not charging time for money. Like, how much is your 6-month program? It's $3,000. How much is your 3-month program? It's $1,500. Why? Well, because it's less of my time. Yeah, see, you're still charging for your time, right? I mean, because listen, if somebody hires me, they said, Justin, I actually had this happen last year. The very end of last year, I had a client reach out to me. It was actually right after the holiday season. It was actually right after Thanksgiving, right before Christmas. This person reached out to me and they said, Justin, we've never worked together yet, but I am getting ready to launch a brand new business in January. I said, awesome. So that sounds sweet. And they were telling me the details. I said, this is where I'm at. They said, I need all my branding done. I need my website built. I need this, and this. It was going to be like 8 custom pages on their website. I need a complete marketing plan established. Also, I'm going to be funneling all the people that engage through my website into a group. So I need a group set up, and I need all of this done I need to be ready for launch for the 2nd week of January. This was like this was the last week of, I got to think about it now. It was like the last week of November. So I literally had 6 weeks, which crossed Christmas week, which I don't work on Christmas or New Year's week. I take 2 weeks off. So I literally had like 4 weeks. I said, that's a lot. And they're like, yeah, I know. They said, can you do that? I said, I just got to think for a second about this, because I said, all right, I got some questions for you, because these are the things that are going to slow me down. Do you have a complete roadmap of all your services that you're selling? They said, yep, I got them all typed up. I can send them to you right now in a PDF. Do you have a bio written? Yep. Do you have your headshots? Yep. Do you have names and outlines for your group that you're wanting to create? Yes, I do. You have your color scheme established. I've got it all. I just need someone to put it together. I said, all right, if you can send me all of that in the next 24 hours, I will start on it. I started on it over a weekend. I said, my schedule is too full over the next 2 weeks to work it into my actual weekly schedule. I'm going to start this project on my weekends, and I'm gonna knock it out. I'm gonna have this all done for you in 4 weeks. I said, but you're gonna pay, because this is normally 6 months of work for me. And they said, whatever it costs. I charged them triple what I would normally charge someone that I work with for 6 months, and I did it all in 4 weeks. Done. And it was beautiful. And it took I knocked it out, but they paid triple for faster. People will pay for faster. We live in a world where we live in an Amazon world, an Uber world, a DoorDash world, where people want it now. It's an instant gratification world we live in. So think about this for yourself. Think about the things that you do and how you do them. If you've got regular services that you stretch out over a long period of time, because I'll tell you this, I've had clients that reach out to me and they're so excited to get started with a business, and they're like, Justin, I want to get going on this and this and this and this, and how long is this going to take? And I'll tell them, depending on how we work together, and depending on how quickly you're able to get me stuff, this could take anywhere from 3 to 6 months. And they're like, wow, okay. And usually people are like, can we do it faster? And I'm like, and honestly, what slows me down is having to wait for stuff from people. I need you to give me your outline of your services. I need you to give me your bio. I need to get your headshots. I need to get blah, 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 blah. Get all the stuff. But if you have all of that, you can give it to me. I can knock that thing out fast. But it doesn't mean, like, if I would normally work on 6 months for all of this with someone who's a little slower, but you have all your stuff together, so I'm going to knock it out in 4 weeks, doesn't mean that you're going to pay less for the person that I work with for 6 months. And it is less of my time, right? But it's faster. People will pay. People will pay a premium for faster, not longer. All right. It's completely different frame of mind than how most people think, but it absolutely works. And I've applied it in multiple settings throughout my years in business, and it always works. If people have the opportunity to move to the front of the line and get done quicker, they will, and they'll pay more for that. All right. I'm loving that Tasha's flipping out at the possibility. Hopefully, all you guys got some ideas from these. So again, number one, price for transformation, not time. Number two, bundle 2 or more things that complement each other together, making one higher value offer. Again, higher perceived value. How you communicate those bundles is huge. Number 3 is learn how to talk about the value, not the process. And number 4 is charge a premium for faster, not necessarily longer. Guys, that's what I got for you today. Hopefully that was a good one for you. I appreciate your time and attention. You're all amazing. Matilda is like getting the fast pass. Absolutely. People will pay for it. Not everybody, but the right people will pay for that if it's available. All right. I appreciate your time and attention. You're all amazing. I know 40 minutes of your time is so valuable. So I appreciate you guys spending your time with me today. Guys, have a beautiful day. Be intentional with your time today. Be intentional with that talent and that gifting that you have. Be good stewards of everything that was on your plate. And I will see you guys all around the web. All right. Take care. God bless y'all. I'll see y'all later.